I set up everything so I could go live. Because you can see I'm standing in my kitchen ready to like cook. Let me get my stuff anyway. And just as I'm ready to do that, I go to find out that the water is turned off. And I just ran into the man outside who said he needed to turn the water off. And guess what? I was like, well, if you turn it off in a half an hour, then, I could withstand it. He was like, well, you might be cool, but other people might not be cool with it. And I'm thinking, like, we didn't get a notice, so he probably ain't going to turn it off. And sure enough, I sat right here with my phone because I was listening to some kind of Zoom this morning that was talking about like dementia, and it was talking about using the brain more. Having the brain be used more so that your brain is constantly stimulated. So as soon as I got back in here, I'm like, yeah, let me download this Duolingo app, which is like, kind of like a Rosetta Stone, which teaches you another language. I used to have it downloaded a long time ago, so I'm like, yeah, rather than strolling Instagram, let me just download this. Then I decided I'm gonna come in here and cook something. But I must have wasted that half an hour. I needed to tell him longer because luckily I keep a glass bottle of water in my kitchen, and I keep the dishes washed. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about uh, the way you operate will definitely prepare you for uh things like this. Luckily I always got the dishes washed. So look, I'm trying to alkalize my life, trying to get my life alkalized. Ooh, let me pull out my laptop because I need to see recipes in live and in the flash. That's what I need to do. Is I want to figure out, one of the things that I need to have is spout flour, but I don't know if I mean I looked for it in the store and I couldn't find. First of all, hold on. I just started talking because when I come on here, it's because I got something to say and I don't want to delay. But thank you for tuning into the Dell Show. Thank you for tuning into the Dell Show. Listen, if you ain't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe because I'm building my channel up and I love when you come back and come back again. And the only way to get notified is when you subscribe, one, but then also two, press that notification bell so that you can get notified when I have a new video up, and then make sure when I do have a new video up, you like and subscribe. Like, of course, you're already going to be subscribed. Thank you so much. And you like and comment. Comment. I try to answer all comments, and I appreciate y'all so much. So here's what I'm about to do. I'm about to get my laptop popping off so I can get these, so I can see. Let me not be so close. Let me not be so close. Let's see if anybody's out there yet. Let me see what I could do. Let me see how I could spin this off. Because I'm like, I just want to start eating. Like, I'm just like, okay, that's it. Like, I think I have worn myself out with the normal ways of eating, how I've been eating before. So I'm just like, I'm trying to alkalize my life. And I did eat some alkaline foods last night and I felt really good. And I'm also trying to leave coffee alone for the 16,000th time. But this time I'm just like, I just got it in me. I got my Bible right here. I have been like reading my word and, reading my meditation scripture because there is, when you're trying to cut out foods that you love, like I love potato chips. I love pie pies. I love all the foods that I'm eating. But I want to definitely cleanse my body of all the things that are, you know, not supposed to be in there. So that's where I'm gonna have to have the straight willpower at. So let me look up a recipes. Recipes. Now, one of the things that I'm supposed to have that you know a lot of the recipes have this spelt flour or kemet flour, but I don't have either one of them. So I'm just going recipes for butternut squash. Let me just go with butternut squash noodles. Okay. Oh, I don't even have the noodles. I have quinoa noodles, but then I have butternut squash. Um, Listen, I'm about to get it on and popping. Butternut squash noodles, kosher salt, fresh ground pepper, red pepper flakes, freshly grated Parmesan. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that to the quinoa noodles. And then I got some butternut squash, so let's get it on. Cause I'm talking about, I'm like, no, no. If I need to be eating this way, I'm just gonna have to do it. Like it's to the point where I'm just like, no, I got it in me. No, no. I'm just like, I'm tired of what I'm really tired of is my flesh telling my spirit what to do. My spirit is desiring more control. She's been wanting to, you know, eat like this, squat, but you know, alkaline foods. In fact, she a lot of times has the alkaline foods, you know, along with the other stuff, you know. Oh shucks, I keep forgetting about the daggone water. Luckily, I have this water up in here. Um, anyway, hopefully this is enough water. I am mad about it. I'm like, I think this is gonna be enough water, at least get a little bit of meal and get some noodles going and get everything I need up in here. Luckily I got some water I was drinking last night. Okay, so I got some quinoa pasta from Trader Joe's. You know, I'm not a big. I mean, I like Trader Joe's for like the how you know inexpensive the stuff is, but one thing I don't like a whole lot of is I don't like a whole lot of stuff in the bag. You know, like, but it is convenient. You know, like when you do have stuff in the bag where you could just grab because a lot of times, like you know, a person like myself that wants to eat better. You know, I don't want to have to go in here and cut up the kale. Like, so that's what makes it so good that it can already be in a bag and can be cut up. But, you know, just when you think about a grocery store, you think about like fresh things that are just like fresh. Like, that's why I like the regular grocery store here because I could just go in there and just get it fresh. And, you know, presentation is everything. So it's like, if I see a whole row of plastic stuff, then that's what makes me be like, huh, what's up with this grocery store that all the greens is in plastic, you know? Whereas like my normal grocery store, you know, all the greens are out. You can touch them. They got water going on them, you know. So, but again, when you're trying to alkalize, you need assistance. So I'm going with the bag because, sister. Like I just told myself today, no, I'm about to get in here and get cooking and alkalize my life. I got some avocados. I got limes. My homegirl that's in town. I should say my sister that's in town. You know, because we are sisters. You know, and but anyway, she sent me a recipe for alkalizing. You know, an alkalizing diet. It's supposed to be like a 7-day thing, but I'm not gonna do the 7-day. I just want to do it all together. Like, I got my avocados. It say get the avocados. I think I'm gonna keep this one so I can eat that one. The good thing is too is I do have like a lot of you know, I have some good avocado recipes. Like, you know, I make this one avocado dip with avocados, apples. You know, I do onions in there, and all of that stuff is like alkaline. So See, I got this butternut squash. Now, the good thing is about this grocery store, they did have the butternut squash out, so, but again, I'm getting it cut up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this. You know what? The good thing is I could look it up, okay? I could look up the recipe. I could look up the recipe. Let me look up a recipe for um, mushrooms, and I got some, what is these things called? Brussels sprouts. I think they might do good over my pasta. Sprout recipes. Because mama is determined. Cheesy Brussels sprout and mushroom combination. Okay. Okay, it look like I'm about to be about to have to do that, because like most of these recipes right here is like olive oil, which they say grapeseed oil, garlic powder, which I don't do, black pepper I don't do, so that recipe's out. Whole wheat, white wine vinegar, parmesan, uh, Brussels sprouts, butter, lemon juice, whole mushrooms. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with that one. See, now already I was able to eliminate it just by following, like just by knowing what stuff is alkalized. I was able to see what recipe is for me. Ooh, my water is boiling. My backup water I done had is boiling. Cause mama got to get on the body success train. There is no need to have like that's what the Lord was talking to me about this morning is the spirit. He has so many plans for the spirit. The spirit belongs on sets. The spirit belongs on everything that I dream of is the spirit, is what the Lord has deposited in my spirit. But the Lord was talking to me about, daughter, I'm going to need you to take care of this body so that I can bring the spirit places that she wants to go. And that's when I was just like, okay, Lord, I hear you, Lord. Okay, all right. All right, Lord. Because I think I am tired. Like, when you audition a lot, and thank goodness I be having like some bookings too, but when you are wanting to get more, I don't want to be the reason I'm being held back is because because one of the things I do subliminally always think of is like, okay, well, if you can't get rid of chips out here on the street on your own, how are you going to survive on a set where they going to be bringing in every bit of junk food, and it's really, really not like alkalizing and doing all this. I really feel the Holy Spirit is like, it's all about self-control, so I'm just gonna head on the self-control plane. I think I've been very good about having like self-control, you know what I'm saying? But I'm so glad I had this backup water up in here so I could do my noodles. Let me turn them down low so the water don't. I hope this water ain't gonna be off a long time. He said a couple of hours, and guess what? I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna deal with it. It ain't gonna be bad. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it zed, like the old people say. I'm gonna get it zed. But anyway, back to it. Like, I just want to have the self control for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna need it like everywhere. It's a subliminal message that you have to use it everywhere. And I pride myself on gaining more self control over the years. I used to smoke weed 25 years. Now I don't smoke weed anymore. Now I'm working on cursing, not cursing. I've never been a big old drinker, but lately I find myself being like, no, that's all right, because you know, one thing about being a weed smoker and, weed smokers, like, they not big, well, I can't say they not big drinkers, but like, most of the weed smokers I know, like, weed is their thing. It's not liquor, it's weed. You know what I'm saying? So I've never been a like liquor is mind altering. That's why I cannot stand, like, I'm not a big old drinker. Like, I don't want to get plastic. You know, some people be like, I drink till I black out. You do? You like not knowing where you at? Because me, I got to know where I'm at. I got to be able to tell somebody what to do at the snap of a dime, baby. I got to be able to be like, this shit just get you over here. No, you know what I'm saying? But also too, this is what I learned spiritually. We be having you out your mind too. Like, you think you talking to the Lord, you know, and getting closer to God, and it does, you know, weed does bring thoughts of, you know, another realm. But you're not talking to the Lord when you're not sober minded. You know what I'm saying? Actually, let me take that back. You know, the Lord talks to us in whatever state we in. But I do feel like, you know, a lot of times when I was smoking weed, I wasn't talking to the Lord because some thoughts would be very doubtful, and the Lord is not giving us doubtful thoughts. That's what I'm gonna say about that. You know, when you riddled it down, that is not coming from the Lord. So, uh, anyway, so I've got my. Let me put this kale inside the refrigerator. And another thing I'm talking about, here's where I think I'm gonna actually have to grieve over this. Like, you know, not doing coffee like that. I, I'm gonna have to grieve. I'm gonna have to actually grieve over not drinking coffee. I need to let it go. Coffee is such an upper, but it, you know, it's not the alkalizing life. And if I want that, I'm gonna have to give it up. And I'm just like, okay, so this is day 3, y'all, without coffee. Day 3, like, I'm talking about. Let me see if anybody put anything in the comments. Day 3 without coffee, y'all. I'm telling y'all, whoo, coffee is a real drug, and that's, you know, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Coffee is a real drug, cause you need it. Like, you start drinking coffee, you need it. Let me put this up here. I'm gonna cut up my onions. I got my noodles going, and I think I don't have the flour, but you know, hummus is alkaline too, because it's from the chickpeas. So I think I'm gonna get me some hummus over my, you know, you be able to use the hummus over the noodles. Because I'm not a big tomato person. All the these kind of noodle recipes I see right now, that they just like, you know, they want you to have tomatoes, but I'm not a big tomato person at all. Oh my word. Let me tell you something. Here's what I have been learning so much is patience. I have been learning so much about patience. Even right now, like, and I feel very proud of myself to be mastering the patience more, you know. Even just a minute ago, I went to the bank. Okay, the bank. I was cashing a check, and the bank said it was gonna be $10 and to cash the check, and I was like, oh no thanks, I'm gonna just take, you know, because what I like to do is I like to take, like, if somebody write me a check, I like to take it to their bank and turn it into cash and then put it in my bank so it could be like immediately available. But when she said $10, I was like, how long is it gonna take in my bank again? Because I'm sure it ain't that long. What'd you say, next Friday? So anyway, of course, I wound up depositing in my bank's ATM, and it's gonna be available on Wednesday. And immediately I was like, okay, Wednesday ain't too bad. I'm gonna need it then anyway. Like, you know, before I would have been like, you know what, let me opt in for the $10, you know, just to have it right now when I don't even need it right now. Like, it's not like I needed, you know, I had something to do with it today. I just be, you know, having that feeling of impatience, like, oh, I want to, make it happen for me right now, and you don't need it right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just been exercising that patience. I also been asking the Lord, what is hit like, Lord, help me to get your, oh, shut the water back on. Just as I'm talking to you about patience. See what I'm talking about? I wasn't even tripping over the water. I got my spare water. I went to cook anyway. I started having a good time. And as soon, that is one lesson that the Lord is coming. You saw it right here online. That is one lesson that the Lord is teaching me all the time. As soon as I just settle down, have patience, be in acceptance, chill, you know what I mean? Then the things flow. You see it? Flow. The water flows. The abundance flows. Let me hurry up and fill my water bottle back up before that was. See, you know what? That's another lesson too. I need to stop that because the flow never stops. Let me tell y'all something. Self-improvement is a full-time class. Do you hear me? A full-time class. I don't even have time to get in any conversations about what other people need to stop doing, because as soon as I mention, like, there's a saying that says, tell me what somebody is doing to get on your nerves, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what you're doing to somebody else, because that is the stone cold truth. If somebody is chewing in my ear, oh my God, am I chewing in somebody's ear? If somebody is, talking loud, while I'm trying to sleep, I'm talking loud with somebody else trying to sleep. Like, I can, now I'm not doing it, to that person. I'm doing it to someone else in my life. Anyway, I'm cutting up these mushrooms because Mama is about to make, some vegan recipes. I will see, like, I'll taste some mushroom, like, and it'll taste like a steak and cheese. And I'm like, I am determined. Hold on. In fact, that's exactly what I need to be looking at. Mushrooms, steak and cheese recipe. How to make mushrooms taste like steak and cheese. Woo! This will make mushrooms taste like steak and cheese. I need y'all to just put it out there. Instead of ridding all the excess moisture, I'm taking it from watered down butter. Oh, shucks. Let me tell you something. Okay, got it. Mushrooms and butter. Okay, got it. Now let me see how that's going to go over the pasta. Oh, shucks. I just thought of a good, okay, because that mushroom tasting like beefy will go good over this pasta, because you be needing, like, you want a meat like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I want a meat taste over pasta, but like meat and fake meat, like, that'll let me tell you something. That's why it's taking me so long, because when I see people like cooking vegan and they have a whole bunch of like substitute chicken stuff, just eat the regular meat. Like, and the thing is, I'm not going vegan all the way. I'm going alkaline. Like, but I'm still gonna keep some meat up in here because I got some salmon up in here, and like, now I'm gonna be eating this salmon. I won't be throwing it away, but I did throw these flour tortillas away because I want to keep it alkalized. So you say, so okay, I'm talking about Mama. Now I pride myself. I can cook. I pride myself on actually being able to throw some flavors together, and it tastes good. So I'm just gonna throw these flavors together with these mushrooms and put this over my noodles. And I think I'm gonna use those red flakes, to make my own little alkali spaghetti. I got the quinoa noodles, I got the mushrooms, and they said just cook them slow in butter, And that I could do. Okay? And let me turn these noodles down. And let me put some more water in these noodles because I had, oh no, the noodles is fine. I had shimmied on the, I had did a swift shimmy on the water. Since I was out. Let me put this back in. Let me put this back in because I want to be nice and like cooperative. Like if they need to turn the water off so something ain't leaking, I want to do it. I want to be nice and cooperative. I love this building. I love where I live at. I love what I am now. Even right now too is, I've been I was talking to a friend of mine about, the business, and they had asked me about this union, and I am eligible to be in a union, but I haven't joined the union because I book a lot of non-union things, and just getting my finances together. So I want to just join. Like I do want to join this soon, but I noticed too from that conversation, my thoughts have been going with the oh, I need to get in a union because see they making all this money. I need to get in a union, but then the Lord had to show me right then and there, like, daughter, like, I need you to get back in gratuitous mode. Like, thank you so much for these non-union checks that stay coming in the door. Like, I have an email every week, 2-3 emails I gotta check. Like, hey, did we get paid from so and so, so and so yet? So because it's about being grateful for like where I am. You know what I'm saying? I have another art bar showing this time with my band. It's tomorrow if you're free. Okay, I'm definitely gonna be in the building. I've been getting rid of dividing myself too from other races. I'm so happy about that because that was really, for that being focused on race. I just had this conversation yesterday. It's the devil's way to take my attention off of the Lord's plan. Like, as a black person in this country, there's just so much injustice coming to the Lord's people. Like, I don't know who else is the Lord's people, but I know for a fact I am one of the Lord's people, and I'm talking about the chosen one of the Lord's people. And the chosen people are persecuted. And I was previously looking at skin. Now, same skin, people of the same race have done me, horrible too, but it just seems like I see this one skin. But then, of course, when you're advancing, the Lord will send people of different complexions to bless you because they're all coming from the Lord. And that's what the Lord has been talking to me about lately. Like, daughter, I need you to, like, this is nothing but the devil to keep showing you these things, to take the attention off of my plan. So I'm like, okay, all right, Lord. And it has been extremely freeing. And I'm talking about just to not be looking, just to not be coming up with stories, building backstories, thinking about things that happened in the past. It has been super freeing. Like, so I got my butter now. I don't know if this is alkaline. This ain't on the list of alkalizing things, but guess what? Oh, guess what? I got something on the list of my alkalizing things. Ooh. I've got the grapeseed oil that I'm about to. I'm talking about if I could do this, y'all. If I could make because this is my only thing. Is like I would eat all day. I would eat the best foods if I could just make them good. You know what I'm saying? So I got my grapeseed oil up in this camp. And I need to turn this down too because let me tell you something about this pan. This pan, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm here. This pan will, you know. Okay, now my recipes are like crushed red pepper, cayenne pepper, oregano. Oh, I got some sea salt. I got some sea salt. So I'm just gonna get busy with these flavors to see, just to see. And I used to do this too at my cousin's house. I'll make make my salad dressing. Let me just see how these mushrooms about to do, because I'm telling you, if I could just get this going, like, if I could make it taste creamy. You know, one thing about cheese and creams, and my goodness, do they spruce up the food, so I got me some cayenne, and I'm just gonna let this cook so slow. Some oregano. Put this oregano in the pasta, and I'm gonna put the red flakes in the pasta. Don't play with me. I'm gonna put these red flakes in the pasta. And you know what I said too? Even if I don't have it all the way, okay? Even if I don't have it all the way, just doing most of it it's gonna be so much better than what was happening before, So I'm like, okay, I got, okay, I'm about to get it going. Because Mama needs to get it going. Okay, now let me get my apple cider vinegar, because my apple cider vinegar, I'm putting that over my onions. Because that apple cider vinegar, and vinegar period, takes that bite off of the onions. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up my apple. And I'm going to put it in there with the onions. Put it on in here with the onions. And then I'm going to cut up my avocado. Mash it up. Mash up the avocado. And mash it up. And make it a nice dip. These dogs hear these apples. They hear these apples. And they coming for a snack. Okay, ooh. Let me turn the noodles down. Let me take y'all over here so y'all can see what's going on. Turn these noodles down. And y'all see my plant. Ooh, the noodles. Okay. The noodles doing good. I just put some grapeseed oil in this pan. And I'm going to keep the noodles on nice low, because these is quinoa noodles. So I think I'm going to put some grapeseed oil up in here to give it that, that oily texture. And I think I'm going to make me a dressing, with the grapeseed oil. In fact, see, y'all figuring it out with me. That's what y'all doing. In fact, what I'm going to do is, let me put my laptop over here. And I'm going to pour it out and actually get the oil, get the pasta going. So that way I can have it out. Shucks, y'all. Hold on. Daggone it. Let me put this back. These people had this music so loud early. You know, if I could be here on like with some music on, child, please, I'll be on here all day. Cause that music, okay, got that back set up. Now I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna pour this water out, drain this, and actually make a, actually get it like a pasta, I mean, get it at least a nice texture. Oh, okay. A little more water to go. Hey y'all. I don't know if y'all putting anything in the comments, but make sure y'all leave a comment. I'll see it and respond, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm calling myself trying to alkalize my life, honey. If you just joined in, I got some quinoa pasta going. Okay, and I'm about to put some okay. I'm about to put some grapeseed oil in this pasta. Put some more oregano and red cayenne pepper. And have it nice and, get it a nice texture. Okay, it is a nice texture. But I like my pasta. I like to how you like your pasta to be, real creamy. But I'm avoiding the cream. And I got some sea salt. And don't play with me with some sea salt. Stop playing. Stop playing. With some sea salt. Stop playing. I'm talking about dump. Oh, okay. I gotta get this. However, I get this off. Because I think you gotta grind it up. Or maybe I just do that. Maybe it's off already. Hold on. Thank you for my likes, y'all. Thank you. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, that's what it is. It's already grinded up. Okay, I got a little sea salt. Oh, shucks. Mushrooms. Mushrooms about to be in business. Okay, guys. Okay. Let me just taste it. See what's going on. Okay. Need a little more sea salt. But I can taste the pepper. But see, I know what it is these mushrooms over this about to be amazing. Because I can see the texture of the mushrooms. I can see the texture of the mushrooms. I put a little more sea salt up in here. Oh, you know what? Before I even taste it, let me put a little more. I wish I had some basil. I had some basil here for the longest time by the window. Then it rained and, that basil is fresh. So I saw something crawling in it. So I was like, bye basil. Mm-hmm. You getting there. You getting there. Here's what my mission is too. How do I make that cream? Oh, I know how to make the cream. Y'all, don't play. Don't play with me. Yes, the chickpea. The chickpea, the hummus, that's the cream for the pasta. Oh my word. Don't play. Y'all don't play with me. The cream. Cause like y'all, I don't know. I don't know how you are. I need my food good. Like I don't need to eat good and be miserable. I need my food good. Like I need it creamy. I need it, spicy. I need it like all the good things. Oh my word. I think I made my first alkaline. Oh shucks. Okay, now let me taste it. The chickpea. Okay. Ooh, and it smells so good because that hummus was spicy. Mhm. Mhm. Mm, 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 mm. Thank you so much, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Oh, okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish cutting up these apples. Well, I got these mushrooms slow cooking because my homegirl let me taste these mushrooms, and you could not tell it wasn't steak and cheese. It was so good. So I'm like, if I could get that master shoot, I could eat that because I want to eat better. It's just, when you've been cooking for a certain way for so long, it gets in routine, and then when you hungry, you like, I don't want to try nothing else. But see, that's going back to my patience too. Is um exercising that patience inside. You're not starving. I'm not starving. I just want to eat right now. But now and 30 minutes is the same time. You know what I mean? If I felt like I was starving and then I went to a restaurant, I wouldn't be like, let me just go back in the kitchen and see what they got back there. I would be nice and patient. So let me just be nice and patient with myself and cook better. Mm, mm, mm. Oh yeah. Y'all can even see the color looks better with the hummus in there because I had some spicy red pepper hummus. Mm. And now I got some chickpeas I'm making over here. Thank you so much for my likes. I got some chickpeas. We put these mushrooms back. And now I could just let those chickpeas. So it's not as salty. Like, I want it a little more flavorful. But I don't want to put any flavor up in there until I take these mushrooms out. The mushrooms even look like meat. Look at the consistency of them. Okay, let me turn them off. Because, yeah, I want to make sure it tastes good with the mushrooms. You know what I mean? Like the pasta and this, see right here? Let me show it to you. Now, that's the mushroom. That's the pasta. That's the quinoa pasta. This is what I always say. If my food match, like I look at it on a plate and it match, it's good. Because somehow that just is the formula for like working food. Like, you look and see the colors is look at all your eyes is immediately like, what's that? But like if you see this like orangey yellow with this brown, this dark brown. If you had these two colors in your house, you'd be like, it look nice up in here. So I'm about to put this in my house, my body, my temple. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, um, I think I'm gonna just go with a little more sea salt, and that's it. And I'm talking about yay and yay and yay. A little more sea salt. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too much because I got carried away right there. A little more sea salt. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mushroom. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know what sea salt purpose is because it's on straight. Mm, okay. I'll taste it now. Let me see if I can present it to you, child. Let me see if I can get you a good presentation. I don't know. You might not be able to see it. Because this bowl is kind of deep. But that's a good little presentation there. And I'll put some red pepper flakes over this. Put some red pepper flakes over this to look amazing. I am not the best presenter, but I be trying. But you see that? Oh, okay. Well, guys, I tried. Next time I'm gonna do these mushrooms with some onions, and these mushrooms need a little seasoning too. But the good thing is, this is a completely alkalized meal. Oh my word, I did it. I did it because Mama is committed. Guys, I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out with me. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like and comment. If you got any good alkaline recipes, put it in the comments and I will definitely try it. Thank you so much, and thank you for tuning into the show. Bye, y'all.